बोलो। Let everyone join. Fine. So now we are going to simply club one formula, okay, in our list of formulae or into our notes. Write down electric field at a point on the axis of the charged disk. Okay. Now we don't have a charge ring, we have a charge disk. Okay. How to draw a disk? Sir, disk is circle, but you have drawn the ellipse. What does that mean? It means half disk is out of the plane and half disk is inside the plane. Okay. Let us denote some shading, right? So that we can understand it is not a ring, it is disk. So shading, okay. Sir, axis of the charge disk, okay. Axis passing through center and perpendicular to plane of the disk. This is the given point, okay. Distance of given point on the axis is x, okay. Sir, charge on the disk is q. Charge on the disk is q. Sir, radius of the disk is small a, okay. Sir, this oblique distance, slant distance is small r, yes. Sir, this angle theta, yes. Okay. Now disk is a two-dimensional object. Charge is distributed on area. In the case of ring, charge is distributed on the length. In case of ring, charge is distributed on length. But in case of disk, charge is distributed on area. Okay. So here, guys, the concept will be not charge per unit length. Now the concept will be charge per unit area. Okay, sir. Now general symbol to denote the charge per unit area is sigma. Charge per unit length, lambda. Charge upon length. Charge per unit area, charge upon area, sigma. So call it as charge of the disk divided by area of the disk. Simply you have to do pi into a square. What is the area of the disk? Surface area, pi a square. So write down, it is called as charge per unit area. Charge per unit length, just like that, charge per unit area. Just like linear charge density means charge per unit length, we have areal charge density. Areal charge density, or one more name is surface charge density. Areal charge density or surface charge density. Okay, sir. Surface charge density. All right. Okay, surface charge density. All right. Sir, what is the electric field? Now this is a system, and because of this system at this point, electric field will be, this is a positively charged system. So electric field will be away from the system. So this is the electric field. We are not going to derive the formula, yes, because that will consume a lot of time. Of course we can derive, but that will consume a lot of time, and that derivation is definitely not going to be asked. And fundamentals of how to derive, that we already know. Now it's time for the formulae only. Okay, so write down electric field at a point on the axis of the disk is equal to, very simple formula, sigma upon 2 epsilon. If medium is there, write epsilon. If medium is there, write epsilon. If the given point is in the medium, write epsilon. If the given point is not in the medium, if it is in vacuum, write epsilon 0. Sigma upon 2 epsilon into bracket 1 minus cos theta. Very simple. That's it. This formula we are going to remember. This formula we are going to remember. Okay. Sir, what if we are not given the value of theta? Okay. Find out replacement for theta. Okay, sir. Replacements. As per the need, you will do the replacements. Yes. What are the replacements? From the geometry, we can see that cos theta is equal to adjacent upon hypotenuse x upon r. Okay, sir. Sir, what if we are not given the value of r? Generally, radius of the disk and the distance on the axis. Radius of the disk and the distance on the axis is given. Very simple, Pythagoras. What is the value of r? Sir, Pythagoras. Pythagoras. Under root a square plus x square. A square plus x square. That's it. Reply me in the chat box, clear and written. बोला बाळांनो, पट 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 पट. Everyone clear? Simple formula we are going to remember, sigma upon 2 epsilon into bracket 1 minus cos theta. I have remembered, you have to remember. Okay, okay sir, we will remember. Fine. Let me tell you one interesting thing. Bhaga, are you ready? If we have infinite, okay, if we have infinite charged disk, you can call it as disk. If some object is infinite, doesn't matter where it is, whether it is a circular shape or rectangular shape or square shape or any random shape, it is an infinite object. If we have an infinite charged disk, or you may call it as sheet, because now the shape will not matter, it's a two-dimensional object, so let me call it as sheet. Okay sir, now the disk is really going to be infinite. The disk is really going to be infinite. Okay, charged disk I am having. Okay, plane surface area, let's say this is a disk. Okay, right now the hand is very small, but now let me make it infinite. Now entire region will be covered. Okay, so this is infinite disk, infinite disk. So if it is infinite disk, this angle is angle between the line joining the given point and the edge of the disk, and the line and the axis and the axial line and another line which joins the given point to the edge of the disk or edge of the sheet. Okay, now if this sheet becomes infinite, very large, then this angle theta will be equal to what? That is my question. Bola, infinite sheet. Ansh has given the correct answer. Everyone, you think for some time. This angle will be what? We made somewhat larger disk. Okay, somewhat larger, still larger, and so on. Yes, now all of you are giving the correct answer. Yes, it means you can imagine. Everyone, those who are remaining, reply. I will wait for your reply. This is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Infinite. What will be this angle theta? Everyone, angle increased. Finally, it will become what? Increase, still increase. Ultimately, it will become like this. So what will be the angle for infinite disk? So the given angle is going to be 90 degree. Okay, so the same formula will become, right along with me, E is equal to sigma upon 2 epsilon 0 into bracket 1 minus cos of 90. Sir, cos 90 is 0. So 1 minus 0, 1. What is the formula? Sigma upon 2 epsilon. That's it. Write down. We are going to remember this result also. Formula based questions. Infinite sheet question. So it's like imagining our neck seeing an infinite building. Exactly. You are here. Initially, you can point your eye like this. Now like this. Now like this. And now ultimately like this. This is your eye. Fine. So the angle becomes 90, cos 90 0, formula is sigma upon 2 epsilon. Okay, all the variations of this question are covered. Okay, disk question che je काय variations आहेत formula आणि infinite disk that are covered now. Okay sir, next. Now the shape really doesn't matter whether it is a ring or it is a sheet. Okay, it really doesn't matter because the object has become infinite. Now the shape really won't be a matter. Okay, So just write down along with me. After this, after that formula, sigma upon 2 epsilon, after that formula, let us draw one sheet. This sheet extends to infinity. 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 It's a positively charged sheet. Okay, sir. So at any point, what is the formula of electric field? So electric field should be away from your system because your system is positively charged. Yes, away from my system. Formula is sigma upon 2 epsilon. Okay, but sir, sigma is what? What is sigma? Sigma is charge per unit area. Okay, divided by 2 epsilon or 2 epsilon 0. So Q upon 2 epsilon 0 into pi into a square. Sir, charge on the, sorry, sir, charge per unit area is a constant value. 2 epsilon 0 is also the constant value. Sigma is a constant value. Okay, charge per unit area is going to be a constant value. 2 epsilon 0 is also the constant value. So it means that this electric field at any point is going to be the constant value. It is not going to change. If you have infinite disk, electric field at any point in the space, it is same, sigma upon 2 epsilon. From any point you find out cos theta, it will be, you find out theta, it will be 90. कुठलाही point कडनं बघा. Let the point be here, let the point be here. The disk is infinite, the sheet is infinite, angle is going to be 90. So everywhere, at any point, the field is going to be sigma upon 2 epsilon. It is going to be a constant value. Write this down. Let me know in the share box, clear and written, that the field is constant. Agree, disagree, zara check karo. At any point, the field is going to be constant value sigma upon 2 epsilon. You can decide the direction. If the system is positively charged, away from the system. System is negative, towards the system. Does it become zero at center? No, it will not become zero at center because there is no such thing as a center. Infinite object, how can it have a center? At any point, the formula is sigma upon 2 epsilon. Infinite object will not have any center. Then what will be that? Sigma upon 2 epsilon. Everyone, it is going to be constant. Something new we came to know about. If it's an infinite sheet, shape will not matter now. So I just drawn a random shaped sheet. Okay, it extends to infinity. It extends to infinity in all directions. And at any point, the formula is saying sigma upon 2 epsilon. Sigma, charge per unit area, it's a constant number, constant value. 2 epsilon is a constant value, constant number. So electric field at any point is going to be constant value, constant number. Okay, sir, fine. Agree. Next. Let us see what is the next point. What is the next point? Just give me a second. Okay, there is one interesting question, question number 28. Okay, let me read the question. Let us try to understand the question. Okay, let me read the question. Question number 28. Okay, you also concentrate. A positive charge, capital Q, is distributed uniformly over a circular ring of radius equal to r. Now we have a ring, and on that ring, charge Q is distributed uniformly. Okay, now we have a ring. Ring means charge will be distributed on the length of the ring. Okay, edge of on the circumference of the ring. Okay, all right. Now what they are saying, radius of the ring, charge is Q, charge is Q, radius of the ring, we call it as small a, they have called it as capital R. Okay, we call it as small a. A point particle having the mass m and a negative charge minus q, there is a point particle having charge equal to minus q, having charge equal to minus q, mass is equal to m. This is the data of ring and this is the data of particle, point particle. Okay sir, question number 28 we are solving. Next, is placed on the axis at distance equal to x from the center. Find the force on the particle assuming x is very less than capital R. Find force on particle. Very simple. F is equal to EQ, you already know. Force on particle assuming x is equal to, x is very less than, not equal to, x is very less than R, but R means actually for us it is small a, radius of the ring. X is very less than a. Okay, find the force on the particle. We can find out. Find the time period of oscillation of the particle if it is released from there. Neglect gravity. Okay, find period of oscillation. Find period of oscillation. In bracket they have written neglect other effects due to gravity. Neglect gravity. Okay, step by step let us try to deal with this question. Okay, step by step let us deal with the question. Fine, the diagram is also given in the question itself. If not, even in that case you can take a vertical ring or a horizontal, no problem. Let's say we have a ring which is positively charged. Yes, charge q. All right, fine. Now on the axis of the ring, a particle is placed at distance equal to small x. That data is already given in the question. So let us draw the axis of the ring. The ring is in the horizontal plane and this is the vertical line. Okay sir, and at this point, the point is at distance equal to x from the center of the ring. We have a particle having mass equal to m, charge equal to minus q, What is the force on the particle? Very simple. Force acting on charge particle placed in the electric field. What is the formula? Reply me in the chat box. Force acting on a charge particle placed in the electric field. This is your system. This is a charge system. This charge system produces electric field in a space around it. This charge system will produce electric field in a space around it. Yes sir. So in that electric field another charge is placed. What is the force acting on that charge? If the given charge is placed in the electric field, what is the force acting on that charge? What is the formula? Reply me in the chat box everyone. बोला बड़ा basic lecture, second or third lecture I think. Force acting on charge particle placed in the electric field. F is equal to what? Or E is equal to what? K Q1 Q2 upon x square. No Vidula, that is force between 2 point charges. That formula, K into Q1 Q2 upon R square or x square, that is force between 2 point charges. What I am asking, if let's say I have some charged system and because of this charge system there will be existence of electric field. So at this point, let's say if I place a charge q, then what is the force acting on this charge? Because of this charge system, find out what is the electric field, and that electric field, this charge and the force on this point charge are related by the formula E is equal to F upon Q. How to find out electric field? That we have already learned. Find put any charge at given point, find out the force on that charge divided by that charge. Force acting on given charge upon given charge will give the electric field. Then how to find out force? Very simple. To find out force on this charge, find out electric field at that point. Okay, it is E into given charge. F is equal to EQ. F is equal to EQ. Okay. 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 Q1 Q2 upon R square, Coulomb's law, that is to be used to find out force between 2 point charges. Right now our system is not a point charge. Because of our system to be electric field at this point. Formula we already know. What is the electric field at a point on the axis of the disk? That we know. Sorry, on the axis of the ring, that we already know. Okay, sir. We want to find out the force acting on the given charge. Okay, let us first decide the direction, then find out the magnitude. Sir, if it is a positive charge experiences force in the direction of electric field, but it is negative charge, so it will experience a force in the opposite direction of electric field. So the force on the given particle will be opposite to electric field because it is a negative charge. Okay, so direction we have decided. Now let us write down the force. What is force? Electric field at that point multiplied by your charge, numerical value. Now we just want the numerical value. We will not write minus. Direction we already know. Now what is the electric field at this point on the axis of the ring? Let's say the ring has a radius equal to small a. Very simple formula. So the formula was K into charge on the ring, Q, already given, capital Q, KQ cos theta, divided by this slant distance R square. Now the replacements, K into Q into, sir, you just replace electric field, but Q is also there, so multiply it by Q. Yes, multiply it by Q. Now after replacement, cos theta replacement is what? Where is that theta? It is here, right? That theta is here. Adjacent is x, hypotenuse is r. Adjacent is x, hypotenuse is r. Adjacent is x, hypotenuse is r. Into this Q as it is. Sir, divided by r square, yes. What is the final answer? K into Q into x upon r cube. Same derivation we are doing, nothing else. We have did this already. Now we are again going to replace this value of r. Okay, small r, because small r data not given. Radius is given as capital R and this distance is given as x. The particle is placed at a distance of x. So x is also given in the question. Fine. Fine. So we have to find out the force. Okay, we are almost at the answer. We have to take x is very, very less than r. We'll do that. Fine, sir. We have to replace this value of r. What is the force? Sir, K into capital Q into this small x. Okay, sir. Divided by, what is the r? R means Pythagoras, under root a square plus x square. A square plus x square. Sir, square root. Yes, square root. So now you just replace the value of r, but it is already r cube. R cube. But sir, it is given x is very, very less than r. R means radius, capital R. So sir, we have to neglect x square. We have to neglect x square in comparison with a square. A square is going to be very large. Okay, okay. So therefore, force will be equal to K into Q into x. Do not neglect this x. Okay, only addition x can be neglected. Multiplication x cannot be neglected. Under root. So a square. Yes. Raised to what? Raised to 3 by 2. Okay, as it is. X square neglected. Okay. What is the answer? K into Q into x divided by. All right. Huh? Sir, square and square root cancel. Yes. Square and square root cancel. What remains is a. Sir, raised to 3 by 2 as it is. Yes. Raised to 3 by 2 as it is. Okay. So this is the force. This is the force on the charged particle. Sir, small q, 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 small q raised to 3 by 2. Reply me in the chat box. Is that clear and written? CW. Bola. Formula based question. F is equal to EQ. E value is to be found out and some approximation condition is given. E value is to be found out, but some approximation condition is given. X is very, very less than A. Not a big deal for you. Write it down. Good. Will take time, but we will understand. Okay, fine. Next, now they have asked, find out the time period of oscillation. Okay, and neglect the effect of gravity. All right. So forget everything else. Forget everything else. Can you observe here? Can I write? Can I write this? I'm writing approximately because I have done some approximation. So approximate symbol, okay, zigzag line. K into Q into small q divided by a raised to 3 by 2. Okay, into this x, where x is distance of given point from the center of the ring. Okay, fine. So can I compare it with F is equal to kx spring force? Spring force equation. Reply me in the chat box, yes or no. Zalika baga comparison. About this point, the charge can oscillate. It will come here at the center of the ring, again go here, again come here, again go here. So it can oscillate about this axis. This force is always saying that this charge should come to the center of the ring. It will come to the center of the ring, but because of momentum it will go away. But again the force will bring it to the center. Again it will go away. Again the force will bring it to the center, and the charge will keep on oscillating. Isn't that interesting? Check kara. Agree, disagree, just reply me in the chat box. Can I compare this with spring force equation? And therefore they are asking the time period. Therefore they have asked us in the second bit, find out the time period. To find out time period, it must be SHM. So it must be F is equal to Kx. Okay, K of the spring, right here, K of the spring. This K is different, this K of the spring. This is spring constant. Okay. Now time period. No time period. Oscillation. See how the mixed concept questions are there. Mixed concept questions are not big deal if individual concepts are clear. Okay. Every individual concept, make it so clear that mixed concept questions are going to be only fun. Okay. Now time period of oscillation. T is equal to what? 2 pi into root of m upon k. Which k? This wala k? Coulomb wala k? No, spring wala k. Yes, spring wala k. 2 pi into root of m upon k. All right, sir. 2 pi into root of mass of the system is m. Spring wala k. Spring wala k is, sir, this. Okay. Small k. Coulomb wala k. Q. Small q upon a raised to 3 by 2. K, sir. 2 pi into root of m upon k. Let's do some rearrangement. Small m into AA is the radius of the ring. Ultimately, you are going to replace that radius as capital R, because they have not given A as a radius, they have given R as a radius. That is okay. We will do that. Divide by K into Q into Q. Fine. If required, you can replace this K, small k, as 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0. Absolutely no problem. Let's do that also. Capital Q into Q. Sir, this 4 pi epsilon 0 will go in the numerator. Yes, that is also there. 2 pi under root m into a raised to 3 by 2. This 4 pi epsilon 0. Okay. Divided by, sir, Q into Q. Okay, Q into Q. That's it. Reply me in the chat box, clear and written. CW. Understand it? Simply, formula of time period, 2 pi into root of m upon k. Oscillation equation. Okay. Oscillation equation. This you should remember. Okay. These are basic formulae in the oscillations. You should remember 2 pi into root of m upon k. Fine. Try to understand. If required, we will rejoin. Okay. If required, we will rejoin. because today we have some time, we will utilize that time. Okay, sir. Next. Question check करा, clear है क्या? Yes, their answer and our answer same. Their answer, our answer same. They have taken this 2 pi in the inside square root, and ultimately entire square root they have called it as raised to 1/2. All those conversions we can, okay, all those rearrangements we can do. Fine. Fine. Now let us move on to the next point. Next point. Write down. Electric field, heading electric field due to a, okay, this formula also we are going to club down. Electric field due to the uniformly charged wire. Disk formula we have learnt, ring formula we have learnt. Now we are learning the electric field formula due to the ring, due to the straight line. Electric field, new point, electric field due to a charged ring. Okay, electric field due to the charged ring, not ring, charged wire you can say. Okay, charged wire, straight line. Okay, fine. in that first bit is line charge of finite length. Okay, the wire is going to be of finite length. First bit, write down. Line charge means charge is distributed on the straight line, not on the arc of the circle, not on the surface of the disc, but on the straight line. Okay, and that straight line is a finite wire. Straight line is a finite length wire. Okay, sir. Line charge. Let me check the heading. Line charge of finite length. Okay, line charge of finite length. Okay, line charge of finite length. Let us see what is the formula. First of all, let us draw the finite length wire. Sir, this is the finite length wire. All right. Now the point can be anywhere. I want the point to be here, not exactly at the middle of the wire. I want it here. Okay, no problem. Fine. This is wire. Wire starts at point A, it ends at point B. Let's say the wire is positively charged. Okay. Now try to understand. Do not draw anything. Let us first of all this distance, let us first of all do some geometrical rearrangement. This distance equal to this distance. So sir, because of this portion, we will be having only this as electric field. Yes, because vertical components will get cancelled. But sir, this portion is there. Because of which horizontal as well as vertical components of electric field will be there. Do not draw anything. Let me explain. Try to understand. Sir, to find out the net electric field, due to this point charge, it will be like this. Because of this point charge, it will be like this. Because of this point charge, it will be like this. Because of this point charge, it will be like this. Because of this point charge, like this. This point charge like this. This point charge like this, and so on. Okay. So because of all these point charges, there will be some electric field. Okay. And we have to integrate all those electric fields. Okay. If there is vertical symmetry or horizontal symmetry, for time being, let us consider about this horizontal line. Sir, from this point to this point, there is horizontal symmetry. So sir, vertical components of electric field will get cancelled. Only horizontal component of electric field will remain. But sir, for this portion of the wire, there is no symmetry. Yes, there is no symmetry. So there will be some vertical as well as horizontal component of electric field. Okay, what does that mean? It simply means this. Now you can draw along with me. It simply means this. It simply means this: if you have a wire, and because of that wire starts at point A, wire ends at point B. Fine. At any given point, let's say the point is at a distance of small r. Let's say this angle is theta 1 and this angle is theta 2. This angle is theta 2. Angle with the upper end theta 1, angle with the lower end theta 2, and this distance of given point, perpendicular distance of given point from the wire is, let's say, r. In that case, because there is no perfect symmetry existing here, okay, horizontal component of electric field will also exist, vertical component of electric field will also exist. Okay, it is positively charged, so horizontal component will be like this. Okay, and this part, not half, this portion, the below wala portion is more in length than this above wala portion. So below wala portion will ultimately going to win, and its electric fields are going to be like this. So ultimately vertical component is going to be upwards and not downwards. Okay, first of all, try to understand this y component and x component. First of all, reply me in the chat box. Do you agree that there will be two components of electric field? Yes or no? First of all, agree on this statement. Next step, we are going to write the equation. Third step, apply the equation. First of all, agree on this, that there will be horizontal as well as vertical component of electric field, because vertical components are not going to cancel because there is no perfect horizontal symmetry. So vertical components will not get cancelled perfectly, they will remain there. And everyone shall reply that there will be some parallel component of electric field as well as perpendicular, means vertical and horizontal. You can call it as parallel and perpendicular. Let us call this as parallel component, E parallel. Let us call this as E perpendicular. Perpendicular to what? Perpendicular to the length of the wire. Bola balanno. There will be two components of electric field. Angle with the upper end theta 1, angle with the lower end theta 2. Yes, no? Agree, disagree? Perfect symmetry is not there. Otherwise, you would have said, sir, this is a positive system and electric field should be away from the positive. No, that field is there, but there is one more field, one more component of electric field, because ultimately electric field is a vector quantity. You have to find out electric field due to all point charges, and then you have to add. Then you have to add all those vectors, electric field vectors, and after that you will get the answer. Okay, so let us now write down the formulae of parallel and perpendicular electric field. Okay, the perpendicular electric field is this. The perpendicular electric field is this. Perpendicular means this electric field.